Aliens cried, "Never attack humanity. Their wrath will consume you." HFY the stars were calm that night, and the human colony on the moon of Solara looked peaceful from above. Jack Reed walked slowly along the metal path outside the colony. He liked the quiet. It was rare for humans in space to have quiet. His friend Emma Long followed him, carrying a small box of supplies for the engineers. "Do you think the aliens will come?" Emma asked, looking at the sky. Jack shook his head.
I don't know.
"Some people say we are safe. Some say they are watching. Either way, we just have to do our job." Humans had been spreading into nearby space for decades. Small colonies were everywhere. Some were simple mining stations. Others grew crops for the home world. Solara was small but important because it had ice and rare minerals. For years, humans lived quietly. Most aliens had never visited them, and humans liked it that way. But tonight, everything was about to change. High above the moon, 3 alien ships appeared. They were long and thin, with dark metal that reflected the stars. The ships moved quickly, faster than any human craft. Jack and Emma did not notice at first, but the colony's alarm soon rang. Red lights flashed. "What is that?" Emma asked, fear in her voice. "We need to get inside," Jack said. Together they ran toward the main building. Inside, the colony commander, a calm woman named Claire Harris, waited. "Aliens," she said, pointing to the hologram showing the ships. "They are coming for us." We do not know why. The colony had no real army. Only a few trained soldiers and engineers who knew how to fight if needed. Humans had mostly depended on diplomacy and being careful in space. Fighting had never been the first choice, but now they had no choice. The aliens began attacking immediately. Energy beams struck the outer walls of the colony. Alarms screamed. People ran for safety. Jack and Emma helped carry children and the elderly to shelters. The colony shook with explosions. "We have to fight back," Claire said. She activated a small defense grid. The guns were old and weak compared to the alien ships, but humans had always relied on creativity. They fired in patterns that surprised the aliens, making them slow down. Jack ran to one of the turrets and aimed at the nearest ship. He did not know if he could hit it, but he tried. Each shot glowed bright and hit the alien shield. Sparks flew. He could feel the heat from the shots through his gloves. Emma stayed close, helping the wounded. She had learned first aid from her mother before she left for space. Every time someone screamed, Emma ran to them, even when danger was near. The aliens were confident. They expected fear. They expected surrender. But humans were not giving up. The colony walls held longer than they should have. Some alien ships began to slow, adjusting to human tactics. After an hour of fighting, the aliens withdrew. They hovered above the moon, watching. They had destroyed parts of the colony, but humans had survived. "They think we are weak," Jack said, breathing hard. He looked at the damage: broken walls, smoke rising from buildings, and scared children crying. Claire shook her head. "We may be weak now, but we will not forget this." The aliens did not speak. Their communication was strange, made of sounds that humans could barely understand. One alien ship transmitted a message in the human language, broken but clear. "Never attack humanity. Their wrath will consume you." The humans stared. Some laughed nervously, some felt fear. The aliens disappeared after sending the message. "What does it mean?" Emma asked. Jack looked at the stars. "I think it means they are warning themselves. Maybe they know something about humans we do not know." The colony worked through the night. People repaired walls, carried water to damaged areas, and tended to the injured. Jack and Emma worked side by side. They were tired, but they kept going. Humans never gave up.
It was part of who they were, far from Solara, in the alien home system, leaders argued.
A commander named Vornik shouted at others. "They survived. Our weapons are stronger. They should be dead." An elder named Kirel spoke calmly. "Do not underestimate them. Humans are patient. Humans do not forget. If you harm them too much, they will come back in ways we cannot imagine." Vornik laughed. They are simple. They fight with courage, but courage is not enough. We control space. We control technology. There is nothing to fear. Corell's eyes narrowed. We may think that, but humans have something no other species has. They will endure. And when they endure, they learn. We do not understand what they are capable of. Back on Solara, Jack, Emma, and Claire planned. They knew the aliens could return. They knew humans had little chance in direct combat. But humans had other strengths. They worked together, shared knowledge, and protected each other. Jack remembered stories from home. Humans had survived famines, wars, and natural disasters. Even when everything was against them, humans found ways to continue. He felt a small hope. Maybe humans could survive this too. We need to learn from this, Claire said. She gathered the engineers and soldiers. We need to be smarter. We need to watch, to listen, to prepare. The aliens may return. Emma looked at Jack. We can do it, right? Jack smiled tiredly. We always do. Weeks passed. Humans repaired the colony. They did not attack the aliens. Instead, they studied every detail. They recorded the alien ships' movements, weapons, and communication patterns. They shared what they learned with other colonies nearby through secure channels. Humans began to change. Engineers like Lucas and Sophia designed better defenses. Pilots like Ethan and Rachel practiced maneuvers that could surprise the aliens. Soldiers trained to work as a team even when outnumbered. Aliens watched from afar. They were curious. They did not understand humans' patience. Every move humans made seemed small, but it was deliberate. Humans were not panicking. They were thinking. Vornik argued with the other commanders. Why are they not surrendering? We broke one colony. They should be afraid, Curell replied. Fear is not their way. Humans are different. They will remember, and they will return stronger. The first attack has only begun their preparation. We should not assume this is weakness. The humans also remembered. Jack remembered the screams and the fire. Emma remembered the children's tears. Claire remembered the orders she had to give to save lives. Every human who survived carried the memory. It was not anger alone. It was determination. It was survival. As night fell over Solara, Jack looked at the stars. Far away, the alien ships were gone, but he could feel their presence. Somewhere, they were watching.
Do you think they will come back? Emma asked quietly. Jack nodded. I think so, but we will be ready.
We always are. Humans had no great weapons. They had no enormous armies in space, but humans had patience, creativity, and unity. And most of all, they never gave up. Somewhere, in the dark of space, alien scouts whispered warnings to each other. Never attack humanity. Their wrath will consume you. They did not understand yet. They only sensed the truth in the words. Humans would survive, and when humans survived, they would adapt. Humans never forgot. Jack, Emma, Claire, and the colony went to sleep that night, exhausted but alive. Tomorrow, they would continue repairs. Tomorrow, they would continue to learn.
An elder, Curell nodded. Humans are not like us. They survive against impossible odds.
They remember every attack. Every loss makes them stronger. If we continue to attack, we may regret it. Varric frowned. I do not understand. They are simple, weak creatures. Weak, Kyrell said quietly. They are patient. They endure. They learn. Patience can be more dangerous than power. Back on Solara, humans began communicating secretly with other colonies nearby. Jack, Emma, and Claire used secure channels to share what they had learned about alien ships. They shared designs for defense systems and ways to train civilians to help in emergencies. Humans were learning from each other, and they were growing united. One day, a new scout ship appeared in orbit above Solara. This one was smaller, faster, and more careful than the previous ships. Humans watched, but they did not panic. Instead, They observed quietly. Jack and Lucas worked on the new turrets. "They are studying us," Lucas said. "We have to be ready. We may not get a warning next time." Emma added, "We also need to be smarter. Maybe we can learn their weaknesses." The humans watched the aliens scout for days. They noticed patterns. The ship moved in predictable ways. It had blind spots. Humans took notes, shared them with engineers, and tested small drones to study these weaknesses. Humans were patient, careful, and precise. Soon news came from other colonies. Small attacks had started in distant systems. Alien groups tested humanity in different places, expecting fear and surrender. But humans responded differently every time. They never panicked. They withdrew when necessary, but learned from every encounter. In a distant colony, Ethan, a young pilot, practiced flying through dangerous zones to avoid alien detection. Rachel, a communications officer, worked on secret codes so aliens could not intercept messages. Sophia tested traps for ships. Humans were building strength quietly, and no alien realized how fast they were improving.
Back on Solara, Jack and Emma helped train civilians in teamwork.
They made small teams, each responsible for protecting a part of the colony. People learned to communicate, plan, and act together. Even children helped by carrying messages and supplies. Every human contributed. Humans were small, but they could multiply their power by working as one. One night, Jack looked at the stars and thought about the aliens. "They think we are weak," he said to Emma, "but they do not understand us. We do not give up. We learn. And when we fight together." Emma smiled. Humans never forget. We remember everything. We remember those who are gone, and we remember every attack.
And when the time comes, we will act. Alien commanders continue to argue far away.
Vornix said these humans will surrender eventually. They cannot survive against us forever. Kirel shook his head. "You do not understand patience. Humans do not fight only with weapons. They fight with will, with knowledge, with memory. Every attack teaches them something new. They do not forget, and they will not surrender easily." Vornix scowled. "We control space. They cannot match us. Their colonies are small, and their fleets are tiny. They are weak." "Weak," Kirel said again. "They endure. They share. They prepare. If we push them too far, they will surprise us. And when they surprise us, it will be too late." On Solara, humans continued their work. Jack, Emma, and Claire planned secretly for a larger attack. They did not want revenge. They only wanted to survive. They built small defensive fleets, tested drones, and improved their weapons. Humans learned from every mistake, and every lesson made them stronger. They also learned patience. Humans did not rush. They waited for the right moment to act. They trained in silence, hid their strength, and watched the aliens carefully. Patience was a weapon humans used better than any alien species. One day, an alien messenger arrived in human space. It tried to communicate, but humans ignored it. The aliens were testing them again. Humans watched and learned. They studied the messenger ship's speed, maneuverability, and communication patterns. Humans took notes, recorded data, and shared it with other colonies. Jack and Emma worked late into the night. "We are changing," Jack said. "We are stronger now than before the first attack. Every time they come, we learn more." Emma nodded. "And they do not see it. They think we are still weak. They will be wrong." Even the children of Solara learned. They played games that taught strategy, teamwork, and quick thinking. Human culture, even in a small colony, was becoming a tool for survival. Humans trained their minds as well as their bodies. Far away, alien commanders grew anxious. Small fleets began disappearing or being damaged in minor skirmishes. Humans never used large forces, only careful strategies that caused maximum effect. The aliens could not predict human tactics. Vornix shouted, "This is impossible! They are still weak. Why are we losing?" Kirel looked quietly at the reports. "They are learning. They are adapting. They fight together, and they remember every mistake. Humans are small, but they are united. That is why they are dangerous. Back on Solara, Jack looked at a map of alien fleets. We do not need to attack first, he said to Claire. We only need to survive, and when they come, we will be ready.
I will protect our people. Emma joined him.
Humans are patient, she said. We do not forget.
We endure. That is our strength. And humans continued. They trained, they learned, and they prepared. Small colonies worked together. Engineers like Lucas and Sophia built clever traps. Soldiers like Ethan and Rachel practiced tactics. Civilians learned teamwork. Every human contributed to the growing strength. Aliens continued to underestimate them. They still thought humans were weak and emotional. They did not understand human patience, human memory, and human creativity. Humans never gave up. Humans never surrendered. Humans never forgot. Jack, Emma, Claire, and the people of Solara knew the truth. The aliens had made a mistake. They had thought humans were weak. They had thought humans would be easy to control. But humans were different. Humans endured. Humans adapted. Humans learned from every attack, and far in space, aliens whispered warnings to each other, fearful but not fully understanding. Never attack humanity, they said again. Their wrath will consume you. Humans did not hear this. They did not need to. They were busy surviving, learning, and preparing. One day the aliens would see the full strength of human patience, courage, and unity. Until then, humans worked quietly, but every day they became stronger. Jack looked at the stars again and smiled. They will regret underestimating us, he said quietly. Emma nodded. We will show them who humans really are, not with anger, but with determination. And so, humans continued to prepare in silence. The galaxy had underestimated them, but humans had a secret weapon that no alien could understand. They never gave up, they learned from every attack, and they always protected each other. The wrath of humanity was growing, slowly but surely, and one day it would be known. The day came when the alien fleet returned. Hundreds of ships moved toward human space, shining like silver needles in the dark. Jack, Emma, Claire, Lucas, Sophia, and Ethan watched the approaching fleet from Solara's command center. They are larger than before, Ethan said, gripping the controls. We have never seen so many. Claire nodded.
We have trained for this. Stay calm, everyone.
We know what to do. Humans were ready. Every colony had prepared small fleets, traps, and defense systems. Civilians were in shelters, but every adult and teenager who could fight was in position. Humans did not have the largest numbers, but they were clever, organized, and united. Jack moved to the communication console. Let them come. We know their weaknesses now. The alien commander, Vornik, gave orders from his command ship. Destroy them quickly. They are nothing. We will crush them and take control of human space. Kirel, watching from another ship, said quietly, Be careful. They are patient. They do not fight only with weapons. Do not underestimate them. The alien fleet entered human space. At first, they fired their energy beams at human colonies. Small settlements were hit, but humans had predicted these attacks. Shields and traps reduced the damage. Some alien ships were caught in hidden mines and exploded before they reached the main colonies. Lucas and Sophia cheered quietly. We planned this well, Lucas said. They cannot see all our defenses. Jack looked at the battle map. Keep calm. We do not fight all at once. We wait for the right moment. Humans allowed the alien ships to move closer into zones they had prepared. Drones and hidden turrets fired from multiple angles. Alien ships were hit from the sides and behind, where they were weakest. The aliens had never experienced attacks like this. What is happening? Vornik shouted. We should have destroyed them already. Why are our ships being destroyed one by one? Kirel remained quiet. He watched carefully. This is human strategy. They fight as one, but patiently. They strike where it hurts the most. Do not underestimate them. Human pilots, including Ethan and Rachel, flew small, fast ships around the alien fleet. They used the terrain of asteroids and moonfields to hide. When the aliens chased them, they led them into traps. Human ships were small but precise, hitting weak points in alien shields. Jack and Emma coordinated the defense. Humans did not attack recklessly. They focused on strategy. One alien ship tried to retreat, but drones blocked its path, forcing it into a zone full of traps. It exploded in a bright flash.
They are not afraid, Vornik said angrily. Every ship we destroy, they still fight, Kirel spoke quietly. This is what I warned you.
Humans endure. Every loss teaches them something. They fight with determination, not pride. Back on Solara, civilians watched from shelters. They were scared, but they trusted the fighters. Even small children had roles, carrying messages and supplies. Every person contributed. Humans multiplied their strength by working together. Jack noticed a group of alien ships moving too close to a human base. He whispered to Emma, "Lead them into the trap near the mountains." "We practiced this." Emma nodded. She piloted a small ship and lured the aliens toward the mountains. Hidden turrets and mines destroyed most of the ships. Humans celebrated quietly. They did not cheer loudly because the battle was not over. Patience was still key. Lucas and Sophia activated a special energy net. It was simple, but effective. It trapped several alien ships, immobilizing them. Human fighters moved in and attacked carefully. The aliens panicked. They were not used to such tactics.
We cannot fight them like this, Warnick shouted. They are small, but every move they make is dangerous. Kirel shook his head.
This is humanity. They endure, they learn, and they strike carefully. Every attack makes them stronger. This is why we must not provoke them. More alien ships were destroyed as humans used terrain, traps, and patience. They did not rely on numbers or brute force. They relied on strategy, teamwork, and knowledge gained from previous attacks. Aliens had never seen anything like it. Jack guided the fleet from Solara. "Focus on their weak points," he said. "Remember, they underestimate us. Use that against them." Emma flew alongside him in a small ship. "They think we are weak, but they will see what patience and strategy can do." As the battle continued, human crews refused to surrender. Even when ships were damaged or outnumbered, they fought on. Alien commanders realized their strength came not from weapons, but from will. Humans fought not for glory, but for survival. Vornik stared at the damage.
This is impossible!
"How can they fight like this?" Kirel said softly. "They fight as humans always do, with endurance, memory, and unity. They never give up, even when it seems hopeless. That is their secret." In the middle of the battle, a group of humans trapped a large alien ship in a narrow canyon. The ship tried to fire, but the walls reflected the energy beams back. It was destroyed completely. Aliens watched in horror. They had never seen a single human crew destroy a ship of that size so cleverly. Jack and Emma looked at each other. "They are learning," Jack said. "They are paying attention to every move." "We have patience," Emma said. "We wait, we endure, we strike. This is what humans do." By the end of the day, the alien fleet had suffered massive losses. Hundreds of ships were destroyed or damaged. Alien soldiers were shaken. They did not understand how humans had done it. Humans had no giant weapons, no massive armies, but they had strategy, patience, and unity. Vornik was furious.
We cannot lose to them. They are too small.
"Why do we keep failing?" Kirel said quietly. "You ignored the warnings. Humans are not weak. Their wrath is slow but unstoppable when it comes. You have learned this too late." On Solara, humans celebrated quietly. They repaired their ships, tended to the wounded, and made sure civilians were safe. They did not attack the alien home worlds. They had no desire for revenge. Their goal was survival, not destruction, but their strength had been proven. Humans had endured, adapted, and struck with precision. Jack looked at the stars.
They will not forget this, he said.
Emma nodded.
And neither will we. Humans remember everything.
We fight for our people and we protect each other. This is what makes us strong. Far away, alien commanders retreated. They whispered warnings to each other. Never attack humanity. Their wrath will consume you. Even now, some aliens did not fully understand what had happened. They only knew that humans were dangerous in ways they could not measure. They had patience, unity, and endurance. They never gave up, even when outnumbered. They learned from every mistake and grew stronger with each attack. Human colonies worked together after the battle. Engineers like Lucas and Sophia improved defenses. Soldiers like Ethan and Rachel trained more, and civilians continued to learn and help. Every person contributed. Humans multiplied their power by working as one, and the galaxy was beginning to notice. Jack, Emma, and Claire stood on the command deck of Celery, looking at the stars.
They came to destroy us, Claire said, but we survived.
And they learned something important today. Jack nodded. They learned that humans never give up. They learned that we fight together. They learned that patience and strategy are stronger than numbers and weapons. Emma smiled. And one day they will understand the full meaning of human wrath. But we are not cruel. We fight to survive. We fight to protect our people. That is all. And so humans waited. They repaired, rebuilt, and strengthened. They did not seek revenge, but they were ready. Aliens had seen the first taste of human wrath. It was clever, patient, and unstoppable. Far across the galaxy, the message spread among alien species. Whispers of fear and respect traveled quickly. Never attack humanity. Their wrath will consume you. Jack, Emma, Claire, and the people of Solera knew the truth. Humans had survived impossible odds. Humans had fought against overwhelming forces and won through unity, patience, and intelligence. The aliens had underestimated them, and that mistake had cost them dearly. Humans had no desire for destruction, but their wrath was real. It was slow, deliberate, and unstoppable when necessary. The galaxy would remember. Humans would endure. Humans would adapt. And humans would survive. And when the aliens finally understood the power of human patience and unity, they would remember one thing above all. Humans never give up, and the wrath of humanity cannot be stopped. After the battle, the aliens retreated. Their fleet was broken, and many ships had been destroyed. Survivors fled to the far edges of human space, shaken and afraid. The humans of Solara and other colonies watched carefully but did not chase them. Humans did not fight for revenge. They fought to survive, to protect their people, and to endure. Jack, Emma, and Claire walked through the repaired streets of Solara. People were cleaning debris, fixing homes, and helping the wounded. The colony was alive again. Humans had survived what no one thought they could survive. We did it, Emma said quietly. We survived. Jack shook his head. We did more than survive. We showed them what humans can do. They will think twice before attacking anyone again. Lucas and Sophia were busy repairing weapons and defense systems. We learned a lot from the battle, Lucas said. Next time we will be even stronger. And we hope there is no next time, Claire added. We want peace. We fight to survive, not to destroy. Humans sent messages to other colonies. They shared what they had learned about alien fleets, weapons, and tactics. Small colonies across human space began to coordinate. Humans had become united in a way the aliens had never expected. Far away in the alien home system, commanders argued, Vornik was furious. We underestimated them. How could we lose so badly to such a small species? Kirel shook his head. This is what I warned you. Humans are patient, smart, and united. They endure every attack, learn from it, and strike back with precision. Their wrath is slow, but unstoppable when it comes. Vornik spat. They will pay. No, Kirel said quietly. We cannot force them. They fight only to protect themselves. We were foolish to attack. They do not seek revenge, but they will never forget. Back on Solara, Jack and Emma walked outside at night. The stars were calm, and the colony looked peaceful. For the first time in weeks, they could breathe without fear.
Do you think they will come back? Emma asked.
Jack shook his head. I don't think so. They learned today. Humans have patience, strength, and unity. The aliens now know that attacking humanity is too dangerous. Even the children of the colony learned from the battle. They played games that taught strategy, teamwork, and quick thinking. Humans prepared every generation to endure, survive, and protect each other. Their culture itself had become a weapon. Human colonies worked together like never before. Engineers, soldiers, farmers, and civilians contributed. Every human was part of a larger whole. They multiplied their strength by unity, patience, and knowledge. The galaxy had underestimated them, and now it had learned a dangerous lesson. Aliens in distant systems whispered warnings. Never attack humanity, they said to each other. Their wrath will consume you. The phrase spread quickly. Even aliens who had never seen humans learned the lesson from those who had. Fear and respect grew. Humans had survived impossible odds, and the galaxy could see their endurance. Jack and Emma worked with Claire to rebuild and improve defenses. They made sure every colony was prepared, not for war, but for protection. Humans did not seek conflict, but they were ready for any threat. Lucas and Sophia improved weapons and traps. Ethan and Rachel trained pilots to use strategy and terrain. Civilians learned teamwork, first aid, and communication. Humans multiplied their power by working together. Every person contributed, and every skill mattered. One day, a small alien scout came near Solara. It hovered silently, waiting. Humans observed it carefully but did not attack. Instead, they studied it. They learned its speed, movement, and communication signals. Humans never wasted a chance to learn, Jack said. They will never know our full strength. We only need to survive. That is enough. Emma smiled, and they will remember today. The aliens know now that humans are dangerous. They will warn each other. Even far in the galaxy, alien species told their young about humanity. They spoke of humans' patience, creativity, and unity. They warned that humans fight not with pride or anger, but with careful planning, endurance, and strategy. The humans of Solara rebuilt completely. The colony was stronger than before. Every building, every wall, every system was improved. Humans did not seek revenge, but they were ready for any threat. Jack and Emma walked through the colony one evening. The stars shone above them, and everything seemed calm.
We survived, Emma said again.
And we will continue to survive, Jack replied. Humans never give up. We endure, we learn, and we protect each other. That is our greatest strength. Claire joined them. The aliens may fear us now, but we do not seek to harm. We only fight to survive. Humans fight for their people, for their homes, and for each other. That is all. They did not seek revenge. They only sought survival. Yet the galaxy knew the truth. Humans endure, humans fight together, and humans never give up. Jack, Emma, and Claire looked at the stars one last time that evening. We have shown them, Jack said softly.
Yes, Emma.
But we fight for our people, not for fear or hatred. We endure, and that is enough. And far across the galaxy, alien species repeated the warning again and again. Humans were patient, clever, and united. Humans remembered every attack, learned every lesson, and protected each other. The wrath of humanity was real, unstoppable, and patient. And so the humans of Solara and all human colonies survived. The aliens never attacked again. Humanity had endured the impossible, and the galaxy would never forget. Never attack humanity. Their wrath will consume you. And tomorrow, the humans of Solara would be ready, because humans always find a way out after the attack on Solara. The humans of the colony worked harder than ever. They repaired the walls, fixed the power systems, and rebuilt the homes. People like Jack, Emma, Claire, Lucas, and Sophia were busy every day. Even when tired, they never stopped. Humans always found a way to keep going.
We can't just wait, Claire said one morning.
She stood in front of the repaired control room, looking at the new star maps. The aliens may come back.
We need to prepare, but quietly. We cannot let them know how strong we are becoming.
Jack nodded. We have tools, but we also have people. We need to train everyone, even civilians. Everyone can help in some way. So they started training. Engineers learned how to repair weapons under fire. Pilots practiced new maneuvers. Children learned emergency drills. Even the farmers and workers were taught how to use small defense tools. Humans learned quickly. Every person contributed. Emma worked with the wounded and trained a small group of civilians in first aid. She wanted to make sure no one would die if the aliens returned. We will be ready, she told them. We will help each other, no matter what. Lucas and Sophia built new defense machines. They were simple, but clever. They made traps for alien ships. They improved old turrets so they could move faster and fire more precisely. Humans did not have the most advanced technology, but they were creative. They used what they had in ways no alien could predict. Far from Solara, alien commanders watched. They had expected humans to beg for peace or hide. Instead, humans trained. They studied, learned, and adapted.
This is strange,
said an alien scout named Varric. He had observed the humans for weeks. They should be afraid. We destroyed one colony. They should run, but they do not. They continue to grow stronger. Small messages reached distant colonies. Humans coordinated quietly. Every colony shared knowledge, prepared defenses, and trained civilians. Humans had multiplied their strength not with weapons, but with unity, patience, and knowledge. Aliens whispered again, far across space. Never attack humanity. Their wrath will consume you. The message became a warning throughout the galaxy. Humans did not send it. They did not need to. Their actions had spoken louder than words. Humans had endured, adapted, and survived. They had shown the galaxy that attacking them was dangerous beyond imagination. Jack, Emma, Claire, Lucas, Sophia, Ethan, and Rachel worked together to continue improving human space. The colonies were united. Civilians were trained. The next generation learned strategy, teamwork, and survival skills. Humans multiplied their power by working together. Every person mattered. Every skill counted. One day, a small alien ship approached cautiously. It did not attack. It hovered silently, watching. Humans observed carefully but did not respond aggressively. Patience was still the weapon. The aliens learned slowly, but they would never forget.
Jack looked at the stars and said, "They underestimated us. Humans endure.
Humans protect each other. Humans fight with patience, intelligence, and unity. That is something no one can destroy." Emma nodded.
And now the galaxy knows. Humanity is not weak.
Humanity survives. Humanity endures. And humanity never forgets. The story of Solara, of Jack, Emma, Claire, and all the human colonies spread quietly across human space. Humans did not seek glory, but their strength was clear. Aliens whispered warnings to each other, teaching their young about the danger of humans. Never attack humanity, the message repeated. Their wrath will consume you. Humans continued their lives. They rebuilt, they learned, and they prepared. They did not seek war.